When you hear the word shark, what comes to mind? Is it a cold-blooded killer with rows of razor-sharp teeth, a terrifying monster from the depths of your worst nightmares? Or perhaps you envision a powerful, majestic creature gliding effortlessly through the vast blue expanse of the ocean. The truth is far more complex and fascinating than the myths we've been told. What if I told you that nearly everything you think you know about sharks might be wrong? For centuries, they've been unfairly branded as villains, but today, we're going to dive deep into the world of these ancient predators and uncover the truth. We're embarking on a journey to understand one of the oldest, most successful, and most misunderstood creatures on our planet, the shark. This is a predator that has reigned over the oceans for an astonishing 400 million years, a timeline so vast that they predate not only humans but even the dinosaurs. They have witnessed continents shift, mountains rise, and entire ecosystems evolve and vanish. In this exploration, we'll separate fact from fiction, revealing the shark not as a monster but as a crucial guardian of the ocean, an evolutionary marvel, and a species that now needs our protection more than ever. Prepare to see sharks in a completely new light. The story of the shark begins in an ancient world, a time almost incomprehensibly distant. Sharks first appeared on the evolutionary stage over 420 million years ago, a time when the first primitive plants were just beginning to colonize the land, long before towering trees stretched towards the sky. Their lineage is one of incredible resilience and adaptation. Throughout Earth's history, they have survived 5 mass extinction events, each one powerful enough to wipe out a vast majority of life on the planet. While countless other species, including the mighty dinosaurs, vanished from existence, sharks endured. Over these vast stretches of time, thousands of shark species have come and gone, their forms diversifying and specializing. The survivors we see today, icons like the great white, the uniquely shaped hammerhead, and the formidable tiger shark, are the descendants of this ancient legacy. They have evolved into what many consider the perfect hunting machines, a testament to nature's relentless process of refinement and perfection. One of the most remarkable aspects of a shark's anatomy, and a key to their evolutionary success, lies in what they lack. Here is something amazing that sets them apart from most vertebrates. Shark bones aren't really bones at all. Their entire internal framework, their skeleton, is constructed not from heavy, rigid bone, but from lightweight, flexible cartilage, the same material that shapes our noses and ears. This cartilaginous skeleton provides several distinct advantages. It makes them significantly lighter than if they had a bony skeleton, allowing them to move through the water with less effort and greater speed. This flexibility also grants them incredible agility, enabling them to make tight, rapid turns when pursuing prey. These traits, lightness, speed, and maneuverability, are the ideal characteristics for a stealthy and efficient apex predator, allowing them to patrol their underwater kingdom with unparalleled grace and power. If their physical design is a masterpiece of evolution, their sensory abilities are nothing short of supernatural. Sharks navigate and hunt in their environment using a suite of senses so acute they border on the unbelievable. Their sense of smell is legendary. It's often said that a shark can smell a single drop of blood from miles away. While that's a slight exaggeration, the reality is still astounding. They can detect one part of blood in millions of parts of seawater, allowing them to home in on a potential meal from vast distances. But their sense of smell, as powerful as it is not their scariest or most unique ability. Sharks possess a genuine sixth sense, a capability known as electroreception. They have specialized sensory pores on their snouts, called the ampullae of Lorenzini, which can detect the faint electric fields generated by the muscle contractions of other living creatures. This means a shark can locate prey even when it is completely hidden from sight, buried beneath the sand, or camouflaged in the darkness of the deep. It's an invisible sense that gives them a tremendous advantage, turning the entire ocean into a network of information that only they can perceive. Despite their incredible biological adaptations, the shark's modern reputation has been shaped less by science and more by Hollywood. Blockbuster movies like Jaws masterfully crafted an image of sharks as the ultimate villains of the sea, mindless, bloodthirsty killers with an insatiable appetite for humans. This portrayal has instilled a deep-seated fear in the public consciousness, painting them as vengeful monsters actively hunting people along our coastlines. But the truth, supported by decades of scientific data, tells a radically different story. On average, There are only about 5 to 10 fatal shark-related incidents worldwide each year. To put that into perspective, you are more likely to be killed by a falling coconut, a lightning strike, or even a champagne cork. In stark contrast to this small number, humans are responsible for killing over 100 million sharks annually. This staggering slaughter is driven primarily by the demand for shark fins, an ingredient in a traditional soup, leading to the brutal and wasteful practice of finning. The tragic irony is that sharks do not hunt humans. They have no natural inclination to prey on us. The vast majority of shark attacks are cases of mistaken identity. From below, the silhouette of a person on a surfboard or a swimmer splashing at the surface bears a striking resemblance to a seal or a sea lion, a primary and favorite food source for many large shark species. When a shark bites a human, it is almost always an investigatory bite. Upon realizing their mistake, that a human is not the high-fat, blubbery meal they were expecting, they typically let go and swim away. This one tragic mistake, however, has cost them their reputation and increasingly, their very existence. They are not the monsters we imagine. They are predators navigating their world, and we are unfamiliar intruders in their domain. Far from being mindless killers, sharks play a vital and irreplaceable role in maintaining the health and balance of our planet's oceans. They are often referred to as the doctors of the ocean, a title they have earned through their crucial function as apex predators. By preying on the weak, the sick, and the slow, sharks ensure that fish populations remain strong and healthy, preventing the spread of disease and promoting the survival of the fittest individuals. Their presence at the top of the food chain creates a cascading effect that stabilizes the entire marine ecosystem. If sharks were to disappear, the consequences would be catastrophic, setting off a chain reaction like a line of falling dominoes. Without their top predator, the populations of their prey smaller fish and rays would explode. These unchecked populations would then overgraze on the organisms below them, such as algae-eating fish. With fewer herbivores to keep it in check, algae would grow uncontrollably, smothering and killing vital coral reefs. A world without sharks would ultimately lead to a dead ocean, a barren underwater landscape devoid of the vibrant diversity we depend on. Despite their critical importance, sharks are facing a sad and urgent reality. The ancient survivors who weathered mass extinctions are now being pushed to the brink by a single species: humans. More than 70 species of sharks are now listed as endangered or critically endangered, and many more are considered vulnerable. The primary threats they face are multifaceted and relentless. The most significant is overfishing and finning. Millions are caught, their fins sliced off, and their bodies discarded back into the ocean to die a slow and agonizing death. Many more are caught unintentionally as bycatch in nets set for other fish. Plastic pollution also poses a grave danger. Sharks can become entangled in discarded fishing gear or ingest plastic debris, leading to injury, starvation, and death. Finally, the destruction of their habitats, such as coastal mangroves and coral reefs, which serve as vital nursery grounds for their young, further diminishes their chances of survival. The clock is ticking. Scientists warn that if we do not take immediate and decisive action to address these threats, these magnificent creatures could become nothing more than fossil records and museum exhibits within a few short decades. The guardians of the ocean, who have patrolled its depths for hundreds of millions of years, could vanish forever on our watch. Sharks are not the monsters of our nightmares. They are living, breathing proof of nature's incredible power, resilience, and perfection. They are not a threat to us. We are a threat to them. It is time to change the narrative, to replace fear with respect and ignorance with understanding. Let's work together to protect them, to enforce stronger fishing regulations, to combat plastic pollution, and to preserve their marine habitats. Because when we protect sharks, we are protecting the health of our oceans. And when the oceans are healthy and thriving, so is our entire planet.